All right, we're working on percent increase, percent decrease, and I'm going to use proportions to solve two problems here in this video. So first things first, the interest rate on a car loan decreased 23.8% over the last 5 years and is now 8.7%. What was the rate 5 years ago? Now, here's the deal. When you have a percent that follows the word decreased, or increased, if we're talking about, going down, going up, that's your relative change. And remember, relative change, dealing with percent is always out of 100. So we use 100 as our reference. Now, if it decreased, that means we're going to take our reference and we're going to decrease by 23.8. If I take 100% minus 23.8%, I get 76.2%. Now, this is half of my ratio. And if you think about it, it decreased over the years. So now is represented in the numerator, and 5 years ago is represented in my denominator. So when I'm focusing on my proportion, it says it's now 8.7%. Well, now is in my numerator, so that goes on top. 5 years ago is the denominator, the unknown value, x. So now if I cross multiply, I get 870 equals 76.2x. I divide by the 76 and 2 tenths. Oops, I wrote that wrong. Please forgive me. There we go. So we're dividing by 76.2. So x is roughly 11.4%. So 5 years ago, the rate was 11.4%. It's now 8.7% for a decrease of 23.8. Now, that works similarly if we're talking about an increase. So made-up data, both of these made up. The price of bacon increased 76% in the last 2 years. Now we're talking about an increase of 76%. So again, we're referencing as 100. Relative change has a reference base of 100%. So if it increased, we take the base reference and we add the 76. So now is 176 2 years ago, or then, I guess if you want to deal, is the denominator. So now when I'm thinking about the other half of my proportion, it says the price is now $5. So that goes in the numerator. 2 years ago is the denominator. So once again, I cross multiply. 500 equals 176x. I divide by 176. And 2 years ago, the price of bacon would have been $2.84 per pound based on this problem.